stop.
Yo, what is good, family? Codename Rated R checking in. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Welcome to another episode of the Sniper's Conquest. This is episode number 10. I know it's been a while since the last episode. This video was actually supposed to come out much sooner, but I've been busy and haven't had the chance to put these clips together. To make up for it, I have a loaded video for you guys today. I'll be showing you guys the top 5 filters for people with low MT. I'll also give you guys a little cheat sheet on what players and items, hint hint, you guys should snipe in these filters. I felt like the last episode fell a bit short of what I wanted it to be, so I decided to make a part 2. Also, really quickly, do y'all see that new logo though? Looking so sexy and shit, know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the man's Turbo. The man's in the wheelchair, he definitely hooked it up. Thank you for the new logo, my man. He runs a popular barber Instagram account at Famous Barbering, so make sure to check that out if you're interested. And with that being said, here are my top 5 best filters for people with low MT. Hope you guys enjoy. Roll the clip. The first filter is Emerald Historic Max Buyout 850. I feel like this filter is heavily slept on. Mostly everyone focuses on sniping historic sapphires and rubies, but they forget about the emeralds that are needed to complete those sets. Even though these emeralds won't go for as much as the rare sapphires and rubies, they still hold some decent value. They are more than likely be overlooked and tossed into this filter, making snipes much easier to find in comparison to those rare historics. The teams you should focus on in this filter are these teams right here. You guys can pause or screenshot that since I don't want this video to be too long. First snipes here in this filter are these Grizzlies players, very valuable and can get you a decent amount of MT. Put up Byron Scott for 2,250, put up Courtney Lee for 1,450, and I put Greg Anthony for 5,000. I know he didn't sell for that much, but I still sold him for around 4,000. Here you see some emerald snipes that I found in this filter. Unfortunately didn't get any of them with my capture card, but just to show some examples, here they are. Pretty good profit as you can see, so you know we'll definitely take that. Moving on to the next filter, it's Sapphire Max Buyout 1000. I actually got my best snipe so far in 2K18 in this filter, which you guys saw in the intro. With this Sapphire filter, snipe any moments and current cards that you see going for 500 MT. Small profit, but it adds up if you stack up on them. Any historic card that you find in this filter will be an automatic profit as well, so make sure to quickly snipe those. Somewhat rare for that to happen, but you will make a ridiculous amount of MT if you happen to snipe one. I also suggest to snipe any small forwards that you see, since they are the most expensive cards out of every position in this filter. The only current players that you should snipe in this filter are LeBron, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. And for moments cards, these are the players you should look for. Feel free to pause and screenshot these as well. First snipe in this filter are Paul George right there. DeMarcus Cousins was not a snipe. Stay away from that card for 1,000. And I also picked up that Michael Beasley, which was a snipe. Put up Paul George for 2,250 and then Michael Beasley for 1,500. Next scroll, we find the Chandler Parsons. I wasn't sure if he was a snipe, so I checked. Always check before you buy anything just in case, so you don't lose MT. And we checked and he definitely was a snipe. Then I put him up for 1,500. You know, I'll definitely take that. Next scroll, we find ourselves a Slim Reaper for 800 MT. So you know, we'll definitely got to take that. That's a profit right there. And we put him up for 1,950. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the best snipe I've ever had on 2K18, and his Cantor for 900. That's GG, bro. So we put him up for 50,000 since I didn't really know how much he went for, since there was no cards up, and I felt like I could have made more, but I'll definitely take that. It sold so quickly. Up next is Small Forward Ruby Max Buyout 5000. I target the small forward position in this filter since they will tend to make you the most profit out of every other position. I usually find a few snipes here and there with this filter. Don't expect too many snipes, but if you camp and stay on this filter for a bit, you will definitely find a snipe. The cards I initially look for in this filter are LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Paul George, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Ben Simmons. But if those cards don't pop up, I sometimes find other historic or promo pack cards that I can make some profit out of. First snipe in this filter is that Gordon Hayward. He's actually part of my lineup, so I didn't sell him. But then we find this Detlef Schrempf. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, and I put him up for 6,450. Next scroll, we find 2 Giannis Antetokounmpos. You know, we'll definitely take that. Pretty good profit. And then we put them up each for 6,500 MT. Up next, we find a Larry Bird. I wasn't sure if he was a sniper or not, so I checked first. Like I said, always check, and he ended up being a snipe. Then we put him up for 6,000 6,950, my bad. Next scroll is a pretty great snipe as well. We find Jalen Rose for 2,500. I know this is a rare card, so I put that up for 50,000 buy now, but then I didn't know that I put starting bid 500, so it's quiet for us, but you know, I'll still take the profit. He did sell for around 18,000. Looked up for another Jalen Rose, and I did decide to snipe this 15,000 one, hoping for it to increase, and I put it for 50,000 starting bid, but he didn't sell for that much, and then I had to redo it, and he did ended up selling for 25k. I will still take that profit as well. Final snipe in this filter is the King, LeBron James. We find him for 5,000, take that, and we put him up for 8,000 MT by now. Next filter is Court Max Buyout 500. I know it's a bit unorthodox to snipe courts, but there is profit to be made from them. With these courts, they won't always automatically sell, but if you're persistent enough, they will sell eventually. I know it's not the most appealing filter, but for people with low MT, this can make you some profit that adds up. Before you buy something that you aren't sure of, check first and then buy, just to make sure you don't lose MT. The courts you should look for in this filter are right here. Screenshot or pause. You already know what to do, my man. Unfortunately, didn't capture one, but here's an example. AT&T Center for under 2,000. And last but not least is Playbooks 500. Again, unorthodox, I know, but I actually did make a decent profit from sniping a few playbooks. I didn't get them all on my capture card, but I did get 2 of them on this clip, I believe. The playbooks you should look for in this filter are right here. Much like the courts, stay persistent. When these don't sell, they will eventually sell and you will still make profit. Trust that, fam. Over here you see me snipe this Spurs playbook for 300, then I put it up for 1950. And for the final snipe of this video, I did snipe this Warriors playbook for 500. I didn't get it on camera, but I did put it up for 4,950. Starting off at 985k MT here, let's redeem these pending items on the quicks and see how much I have afterwards. I upgraded my team, so I spent around 500k. Here's the lineup that I'm currently rocking with. Definitely not the best, but I actually enjoy running with these cards. Very fun and high octane offense. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you guys would like me to pick up anything or any other cards to improve my current lineup. And the question of the day is, who are the top 5 ball handlers in the NBA right now? Make sure to let me know down below. And as we close in on today's episode, the big bad boy calculator is saying that we have made a little over 100k. Back to being an MT millionaire, something light. Pretty successful snipe session if you ask me. But yeah, fam, that is all for today. If you're new around here and happen to enjoy this video, hopefully you'll consider to hit that subscribe button. And if you're already part of the family, make sure to smash that like button for the boy. Let's aim for 4 likes. 4 likes on today's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time, Code Name Rated R out.